are, but not what we may be. I came to this country in 2002, and to be honest, I didn't want to be here. Didn't want to leave 19 years of my life behind me. But the funny thing is, I was such a terrible student that I felt ashamed compared to my brother and sisters who were such fine students. But after coming here, though, I realized that in life, everything you have to, everything you do is, you have to do it on your own. It doesn't matter if it's hard, difficult, easy. You have to realize you have to do everything on your own, and maybe that's what changed me altogether. You know, as I said, you cannot be brave if you only had wonderful things happen to you. I started going to DeVry in the fall of 2002, and I became friends with Chris Kells, who has played such an important role in my life in the last 4 years. He basically showed me around and helped me understand this country better, which makes me all the more proud to be American. And it's just, I have a new meaning to everything now. And it's just funny how small little things change your lives forever. And such was the time when I first took Professor Christie's Science and Religion class, which entirely changed me as a human being. Not to say that I became religious or vice versa, but he made me brave enough to question myself and others, so I could better myself. Despite having differences in opinions with him, I respect him and consider him my mentor. Now that is what I call education. I couldn't speak in front of people before taking his speech class. He helped me discover the public speaker in me. And I still remember when a year ago I took part in the Toastmasters speech contest, and I lost. And I thought I unfairly lost it. I was sad, I was disappointed. And I went to Professor Christie and asked him, well, rather said to him, Professor, life is so unfair. To which he replied, yes, Bill, life is unfair. But don't worry, because cream rises to the top. And I stand here today, after a year of that event, and I realize how right he was. No matter what happens, you just have to hang in there until you prove yourself to everyone. As Gandhi said, be the change you want to see in the world. And yes, that is exactly what each and every one of us has done here today, and we should be very, very proud of ourselves. But now is the real test. Now is the time to prove ourselves to the whole world. No matter what directions we move in, no matter what professions we take, we have to prove ourselves to the whole world. I remember my parents telling me, Bilal, once you and your brother graduate, everything will be fine. And in my head, I used to think, I? Graduate? No way, it's just too hard. I couldn't believe I could graduate at some point. But my parents and siblings have supported me throughout, and I can never, ever thank them enough for what they've done for me. My parents have stayed away from each other for 12 years just to see me stand here today. And I can just never thank them enough. I can write a book in their lives. My faculty, deans, teachers, everyone, thank you very, very much. You have taught me more than my education. You have prepared me for my life, and I can never thank you enough. But just to conclude things on a simple note, I would like to quote Dr. Seuss. You have brains in your head. You have feet in your shoes. You can steer yourself in any direction you choose. You're on your own, and you know what you know. You are the guy who will decide where to go. So be who you are, say what you feel, because those who mind don't matter. And those who matter do not mind. Thank you.
A wonderful speech by Bilal Fayez.
Thanks to the valedictorians for, well, Francisco,